Well, welcome to the Daily Brew. Today we brought in our special guest, our reporter here, Jacob Luthi, because we want to talk about, you probably heard about it, saw it on social media, Arkansas Department of Transportation saying that they're using those cameras in the work zones, right? They already used to catch speeders, but they say they can catch someone who is using their cell phone while going through one of these construction zones. Now, a lot of people are talking about this.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of
Uh-huh.
questions. A lot of people are saying, well, how are they going to know if I'm on my phone? How are they going to know if I'm not eating? Which I believe is also against the law, eating and driving at the same
Is
time.
it?
I believe so.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
so it's a lot of people are asking all these questions about, well, how is this done? Well, so the Oklahoma Highway Patrol, this is a video you're seeing. They actually came and saw what we're doing because they want to implement this in Oklahoma because they don't have these types of cameras. So they came and they're very interested. Now you look at them in the officer's car right there, right? So there's actually a photo. The officer is further down from where those cameras are.
Mm-hmm.
It snaps a photo of you. And that is where I believe the officer is going to be able to see whether or not you're on your phone. So people are saying, well, what if it's the passenger that's using it? Well, the camera is the one taking the picture. The officer makes the decision in real time to see if you were the one that was on your phone.
So I think that was one of the big questions is, does it detect just if your phone is on, or is it a picture of you holding it to your face?
Yeah, it would have to be a picture of you holding it to your face, or even just, looking down on it as well if you're using the phone. Now, those cameras work. I'm not going to say how I know those cameras work, but those cameras,
personal experience,
those cameras definitely work because I was speeding and I actually got pulled over right where I went live one time.
Okay.
And the officer pulls over and he actually is, I would say probably 100 yards, if not more so, past.
Yeah.
Because they get you all the way back there. So even though you think, oh, I slowed down, those cameras still catch you because of those photos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so did you see the photo? Like, how clear is it?
So no, I didn't see the photo.
Okay.
It's just, I just know I got a warning, but that is, because it's up to the officer's discretion, right? Because remember, we had mentioned that it's not like they're going to send you a bill or a citation in the mail. It's then and there. And also one thing that they mentioned, this is the bill in 2023, they mentioned that they don't keep those records only for in the necessary kind of when it's happening at that time to give you the citation.
So it'll be right then and there.
Yeah,
sure.
It'll be right then and there. They're a few hundred yards away. It gives them time to, again, make that decision. They're the ones making the decision at the end of the day as to whether or not to give that ticket.
Absolutely. And because Arkansas, if you think about it, there has been some workers who have been killed in the work zones that have been hit by drivers.
Yeah, and that is why Oklahoma Highway Patrol came over in October, because they're trying to figure out how they can make their roads safer. They're trying to get a law passed like we did in 2023 here in Arkansas about how to make these work zones safer. They're trying to get these cameras. They're trying to get their legislature to get these cameras in there as well, because RDOT has said, they said ever since they got these cameras in for speeding, they've been able to reduce crashes by just about 30%.
Wow.
So they've been able to make a lot of progress when it comes to making these work zones safer. And again, their whole point is to try to, make sure everybody gets home, whether you're working on the side of the road or you're driving, right? Making sure everybody can get home.
But also, too, there's still a lot of unanswered questions of how the technology works, what all it detects. And I think we've planned to get some of those answered maybe a little bit later today.
Yeah, hoping to speak with Dave Parker today from RDOT about, all of this. And, whenever you bring in, more cameras, whenever you bring in, kind of this thing, you feel people get a little bit uneasy about how exactly is this going to work? How exactly are you going to make sure that you're not pulling me over for the wrong reason? And I think that is their point of saying there's always going to be an officer that's making that decision, that discretion. Like I said, not just taking the picture, sending you to mail. The officer there is going to be making that decision as to whether or not you're on your phone. They're the ones seeing the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for that. Stick around with us for the Daily Brew.